Today we'll look at how to create a counter in Davinci Resolve. You can use this to count money, subscribers, or any other number in your video. We'll look at a quick way to make a counter, and then I'll show you one additional step if you want to add commas to your number. Finally, I'll show you how to add the counter to your video. I've created a project in Davinci Resolve here, and I'm on the edit page. To make my counter, I'll create a fusion composition. I know fusion overwhelms some people, but don't worry, we'll go through each step slowly. So first, let me select my effects over here. Make sure you're selected at the top level, toolbox. Then I'll click the search box here. And I'll type Fusion Comp, and it should appear there. I'll drag it over to an empty part of my timeline. Then I'll select it with the playhead over it. And then I'll click the Fusion button down here. Now I'm on the Fusion workspace. So the first thing I'll do is drag a text node onto my Fusion canvas. So I'll select this node here, Text Plus, and then I'll drag it onto the canvas. Then I'm going to drag the output to the media out here. Now as a sanity check, let's just put some temporary text in our node. So with the node selected, I have the Inspector tab open here. If you don't see it, just toggle this button that says Inspector. The Inspector tab is kind of like the properties of the current node you have selected. So here in the text, let's just put test123. And I can see it's showing up here. The reason it's showing up there is because this is the right viewer. And for my media out node, I have the right viewer selected there. So let me unclick this. I'll check it again. Now I just need one viewer selected. I don't need both of these. So I'm just going to click this single box up here. And now I only have the single viewer selected. So let me select the text node again. Make sure the inspector is shown. Now you'll notice there's all sorts of properties for the text as I scroll down. The cool thing is that we can add our own properties. And we'll do this to control the counter. So the way we create a custom control is we right click on the node here. And then I say edit controls. So up top we can name our control. I'll call it counter. You can call it what you like, but be careful to remember it because this name will be used again later. I recommend just calling it counter to keep things simple. We'll make it number there. And for page, we can select text. The page means which of these tabs it will appear on here. And I think it's simplest just to put it on that text page. We can check integer here. And for range, we can make this go from 0 to 1,000,000. If it's too small there, you can click and drag to make it bigger. I'll say 0 and 1,000,000. For input control, I'll make it a slider control. And now I'll click OK. If we scroll to the bottom of the text page here, under Advanced Controls, you can see the counter. And this is the range of values we have. So let's see how we can make our text field show the counter value. First, we want to right click on the text field and say expression. By default, it's just going to take what we have there, but we don't need that anymore. I'll delete that. Then I'll type text1.counter. I'll click off, and you can see it's set to 0. I'll scroll down. If I change the counter, you can see the value is changing now. Now technically when it's in the same control, you don't need this text1 part, so you could delete that if you wanted. And just have it say counter. And it'll still work. But if you're calling controls in different nodes, you'll have to specify that node name first. Now we just have to keyframe the counter's value. So I'll go to the beginning of my timeline here. And I have counter set to 0. I'll click the diamond. And that makes a keyframe there. Then I'll scroll to the end of my timeline. I'll increase my counter value. And it automatically creates a keyframe there. And what Davinci Resolve does is automatically interpolates the value between keyframes as your video plays. So let's go back to the beginning of the video. I'll press play. And you can see the counter is going up. You can even add words or dollar signs before and after. So before this, I'll put a dollar sign. I'll put it in quotes, quote, dollar sign. And then 2 periods. The thing in quotes will be put before your counter variable. And if we want something afterwards, we can also add that in there. 2 dots, quote, jackpot. So now we have this animation. If you want to have commas in your number, you can use a script to do that. Here's the script I have. I'll put it in the description below so you can easily copy and paste it. But the main thing to know is that we have a separator variable there, which is a comma in this case. You can put a prefix if you want. I made a dollar sign. And you can also put something afterwards with the post variable. I don't have anything there right now. Let's copy and paste this. Control C. And note that the word is counter here. That's important. That's the same as what we named it before. And I'll just paste this whole script here. Control V. And now when I play my clip, we have commas there. I could also change it to say how many subscribers I have if I wanted to. I'll get rid of the dollar sign. And for post, I'll say space subscribers. Let's just copy this. I'll paste this in. Now you can see this behaves differently. If you want to change the range of values, just go and re-keyframe it down here. So I'll click this arrow to go to the end. I'll change it to something else. Something more modest, maybe. Let's go there. Now when I play it, it'll only go to 110,000. So you can see it's counting up. And this is our new range. I recommend saving this in a text file and then just modifying it and copy and pasting it into the expression field when you want to make changes. Let's now change how our number looks. First, we can change the font. With my node selected, I'll click Font here. There's one I like called Archivo Black. I'll choose that. We can also make our text bigger, so I'll make the size bigger here. Let's make sure it fits. And let's change the color to gold. So with this color here instead of white, let's put it somewhere there. I'll click OK. I also like to add a border to my text, so I'll click Shading. On the second element there, it says red outline. Let's enable that. Now red isn't a great color. Fortunately, we can change it. Click this red box here. Let's make it black. And let's add a subtle glow effect. I'll go to Effects. I'll type Glow. And I like this soft glow. So I'm going to click and drag. And I'll hold Shift and put it between these nodes. Make it so the cursor is right on the line, then let go. And now it's in the middle there. Another cool node is the Scan Lines node. So I'll go back to the effects. I'll type Scan Lines. Let's drag that in also. You can keep adding in effects as you like. Let's make it a little less strong there. I think actually I like it before the glow. You can see it's kind of going outside the shape there. So I'm going to click and drag on my scan lines. I'm going to hold Shift to disconnect it. And then I'll put it there between the text and soft glow. It's very subtle, but I can see it's having an effect there. You can of course make it stronger. It's something you just want to have a slight effect going on. Just give it a little bit of texture. Let's now go back to our timeline and put this number over a video. So I'll go back to the edit page. Over here I have a video. Let's play it. It's a casino. I'll take my fusion composition here and I'll just move it above it. Now if I play them, my number is above the video. But I can do some more cool stuff with this text. Let's select the fusion composition. Once again, I can go to the Inspector tab here, and let's change the angle of it. I'll change the yaw a little bit. So now it looks kind of sideways. I'll drag it to a different part of the screen. You can do that by clicking the Transform tool here, and then you can move it up here, move it up here, maybe even add a dynamic zoom to it. And let's play it now. So here we have our final result. If you want to see more DaVinci Resolve tutorials, check out the playlist on my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.